Good morning, guys. Hope everyone's well. Joined today by Lucy Snell to discuss with her an upcoming webinar that we're putting together for you guys, digital agency owners, real value that we want to try and share with you. Lucy, how are you doing? Nice to see you again.
Yes, I'm good, thank you. Really excited about this, actually.
Yeah, awesome. So am I. I mean, we've done one webinar with a digital business coach, digital agency business coach, and it went so well that, you know, obviously there's demand for more, and that's you. You're one of those people who support digital agencies and help them scale, grow, fix their problems, kind of like Globital, like what we do at Globital. But you really get yourself involved. What is your background there?
Yeah, so I work really at the coalface of new business. So I've been doing new business for agencies, for digital agencies for, 20 years now, starting with creative agencies and then digital agencies. And the stuff that I do is I actually go and get new clients for agencies. I act as their new business director. But I also coach and teach agencies the right way to do new business.
Beautiful.
So yeah, I think it'll be really interesting, the stuff that I'm going to share on this
awesome.
surgery.
Can't wait. And I mean, obviously, guys, as you can see from the name, what this webinar is about is it's a digital agency new business surgery webinar. What we're going to be discussing, and it's super excited about the actual concept that Lucy's come up with here, that we're going to be doing this webinar, is before the webinar, we're going to be asking you digital agency owners to submit your campaigns to Lucy, so that in the webinar, she can basically do a bit of surgery on them and give you some feedback in front of some of your peers. I mean, it's obviously an opportunity for you to get real feedback. And for the peers who haven't submitted, or who don't get selected, if their campaigns don't get selected to be looked at, it's an opportunity for you to see what other digital agencies are up to and maybe pick up some tips and learn some tips. You're definitely going to pick up a lot of tips from Lucy, which is great. So Lucy, that's quite a unique webinar. I think it's an opportunity, very practical opportunity for agencies to get value.
Yeah, I mean, I ran a new business boot camp recently, and I did that as part of the boot camp. I just thought, actually, let's get right down to kind of the nitty gritty and share something that's going to be really helpful, because actually, so often agencies will listen to webinars and they'll get told what to do, but in practice, they don't really know how that kind of should work. And I think that actually, even if you haven't got anything to submit or ready to submit for me to review, you can come on the call and listen and hear me go through. I'm not going to be too critical, don't worry. But what I'm going to do is just provide some really valuable feedback and insight of little changes even to copy, or how an email should be structured, what the kind of value proposition should be, how you should open up. So yeah, if people can submit some of their work for me to review, and then together you and I can kind of pick 3 or 4 or however many we've got time for me to kind of really dig into and provide feedback on.
Beautiful. So guys, I mean, if you are watching and you are interested in being one of those agencies that Lucy engages with in the webinar and actually helps directly, please don't be shy, get in touch. Obviously all the details are below. I think what's key about what Lucy said and what I'm saying here is we at Globital, we want things to be as practical and valuable as possible. And that's what we try to do in these webinars. We recognize how valuable your time is. This webinar won't be longer than an hour. We know everybody's a little bit webinared out after COVID and whatnot. So we try to keep it as short and simple as possible, but really practical is key. And that's why I think I loved so much what Lucy suggested about doing the surgery of campaigns and whatnot. So please do submit your stuff. We'll obviously be pushing out all over the place to get some submissions in before the webinar, so Lucy can have a little bit of time before, just to prepare and really give some thought into what she's looking at. More than that, Lucy, though, I think you also wanted to share, and what we will share in the webinar is 5 key mistakes. Obviously, with your experience, your massive experience in 20 years working with digital agencies, you're used to seeing the same stuff happen over and over again. Frustrates you, I'm sure. So you want to share 5 key mistakes that you see that digital agencies make as well.
Yeah, well, often when agencies come to us, it's because they really need new clients. And so the first thing that we do when we're working with a new agency is to really kind of dig deep on, what is it they've done before, what hasn't worked and why. And usually I kind of know what they are. And I still keep seeing these mistakes that agencies are making time and time again. So I'm not going to give any of that away now.
We want people to come and show up.
But yes, I'm going to kind of go into detail on that on the webinar.
Beautiful. And I suppose that's a bit of a surgery as well. It sounds like, going to the mistakes they make, which is beautiful. So Guys, that's all we're going to share right now. This is just the teaser video, obviously. If you want to join us, please, you must make sure that you subscribe and actually register for the webinar. You may be seeing this on a LinkedIn event or on a Facebook event. It does, if you click that you're coming to the webinar, unfortunately, that doesn't mean that your place is reserved. You need to click the link down below. It'll be a Zoom event. You must register there to reserve your spot. We only have 50 spots. And just to put things in perspective, last webinar we held, we had 50 spots. They filled up. We actually were turning people away in the end, and 39 people showed up. So there were 11 people who just didn't bother to show up, which is frustrating. But if you want to have a seat at this webinar and really get the value that Lucy's going to share, you need to register. Trying to build some FOMO here, guys. Don't miss out, please. This is going to be a really great webinar, and it'll be the last one that we do before the end of the year. So exclusive to digital agency owners. So please do come and join us. Don't miss out. Have I forgotten anything, Lucy? We good?
No, I think that's it. I think that's brilliant.
Fantastic, guys. We'll see you there. And yeah, looking forward to it.
Thank you. Look forward to it too.
Ciao.